Alcoholic Beverage Board meeting for August 11th, 2025. I have 3:08 p.m. I'm Officer Gibson with the State Excise Police and Board member. I've got new members on the board, so I'm gonna let them introduce themselves so I don't mess up their names.
Hi, my name is Richard Block. Live in Brown Township here in Ripley County. I'm a commissioner's appointee to the board.
David Fishner from Batesville, been appointed by Mayor John Eargang, Batesville.
Okay, is there anybody here that wishes to remonstrate against any permit being heard today? In other words, is there anybody here opposed to any permit being heard today? All right, those seeking a new permit or transfer of ownership stand up to be sworn in, and those seeking a renewal after having received a violation, please stand up to be sworn in. Please raise your right hand. Do each of you solemnly swear or affirm under the penalty of perjury that the information contained on your application or any answers given to any questions asked by this board to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? All right, you may be seated. On my, I have 8 permits on the agenda today. I have the following permits that are automatic. Automatic means there's no violations or reasons for them to attend the meeting. RC 69-02603, the American Legion Post in Versailles. I have RC 69-14846, the American Legion Post in Milan. I have another one. Oh. DL 69-33817, JL Miller's Country Store in Cross Plains. So that's 3 automatic renewals. Is there a motion concerning the automatic renewals?
So moved.
Is there a second? I have a motion and I have a second. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? So that the motion passed 3-0. Okay, I'll move on to renewals with violations. I'm just going to go down the line as they appear on my schedule. RR 69-98206, Batesville La Rosas, Inc. in Batesville. I know I already asked you this, but now that we're on the record, can you state your name, please?
James Gregory,
And you are the?
General Manager.
Okay, James. Looks like you were written up for, or you paid your fine June of 20th of 2024. Is that correct?
Yep.
Have the right year? Pushing alcohol to a minor. I'm assuming that was a SAC inspection where the excise actually sent the kid in to buy. Is that what happened?
I think so, yes.
All right.
Yeah, she got taken.
The excise have a program where they work with someone at IU, so the people at IU get the minors, they recruit them and whatnot. So the excise goes out and they perform inspections at all places that sell alcohol. They go in together, and if the minor's allowed to buy alcohol, then the place is written.
It's taken since June 24.
We only renew it once a year.
Okay.
So they paid it in June of 2024. So they're just now up for renewal.
So when they have a violation, so I assume you guys continue to serve alcohol after that violation.
Yeah,
How many violations can they get in a time period before you renege their ability to?
That's up to us.
okay.
Yes, so some places, 1 or 2 makes them pretty upset. I don't know how the commission feels about it. Obviously, they make the final decision. I don't recall La Rosa's being in here before. La Rosa's, last La Rosa's I had was down in Lawrenceburg, and that's been a while back. And I always have the information available if you guys want to know.
Yeah, was this a case where somebody ordered a picture at a table and a minor was at the table and had it, or does the minor actually go up and order the whole shebang? And
We have full service dining room, so they went in. I wasn't there when it happened. All I heard was, I guess they ordered a drink, she wasn't old enough to serve it. It's a different server. It was old enough and had a license, served it and didn't ask for the license when she was.
I only show 2 violations.
And how much is the fine on that one?
It depends from time to time.
$1,000.
$1,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, I always have usually have
That's a few pizzas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and she got a ticket for it too, so she had to pay a fine also.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So they'll usually send me all this information. Settlement offer. Send it to me. It's just in their system that I have access to. There's $1,000.
So,
So,
so I'm gonna ask some, I apologize for your patience. Anybody have to be somewhere or do anything?
No.
Okay, we're not gonna belabor all that stuff, but just for, our information being new folks. So obviously it's been about a year since this violation happened. And I mentioned if somebody was having a lot of violations in a short period of time, how does that come to our attention? Before this, do we review that in a meeting like recent violations in our county, or do we just? How does this come to our
generally,
attention
I will
until
bring that
it's a
up.
renewal?
So before we actually have our meetings, I've got to do, checks on everything, see if they've got a violation when they paid it. So they've had multiple, like in the last 5 years or something, they've had 10 violations in the last 10 years. I'll start making a list and let you guys know.
I'm talking like a short term issue or something, but that's fine.
A short-term issue would generally be held internally by the excise. We have, problem permit, I forget what they call it.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't want to, but I'm just thinking if we're getting like a report like every month or something like, hey, or
Yeah.
not that there's a lot, but if there is, yeah, it's this board. Does it take a year for this board to take action on something?
Generally, yes, because they're only gonna.
So we are shackled by bureaucracy.
Say he's running a really bad, setup and he's had 6 or 7 violations within the last 18 months and the excise is investigating him for a public nuisance. So even if they do take action against it, we still have to wait for him to come up for renewal,
Oh,
How long are these appointments to the board?
a year at a time.
Okay,
wow.
So the commission could take action. So
Right.
usually on something like that, the commission will step in and suspend the permit.
So each infraction, they would be fined in so much
Yeah.
money, is that right?
Yeah.
It's kind of expensive, okay.
Right, it's due to incidents. So generally what happened here was the excise actually went in with the kid performing what we call a survey for alcohol compliance.
so you don't have to stand all the time.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
And, so they went in, this is gonna be your most common type of violation at these meetings is those type
Yeah.
of checks.
Okay,
So they went in, sat down, generally, and I haven't done them in a long time, but you'll sit down, you'll have the kid bowl. So you're separate. So once that, if someone takes his order, sets a drink down in front of them, usually a bottle of beer, a can of beer, draft beer, and they walk away, they've served. So even if they go, oops, maybe I should have checked. Too late, you've already kind of abandoned that alcohol to that minor or placed him in possession of it. Okay. I don't recall them being here. I only see 2 violations in their history, and they've been here quite a while, haven't you?
Yeah, since 98.
Since 98. I don't have any issues. You guys have any other problems or
What-
questions?
What percentage of your revenue would you say is from alcohol sales at LaRose's?
About $400 a week. Maybe.
Yeah. How much your alcohol license cost?
Almost too much. I don't know. I don't renew it. The corporate office does.
Yeah.
Probably a little over
$1,000 a year.
oh, it is,
Wow.
you know, that's-
Yeah. Okay. Well, is there a motion concerning the renewal of La Rosa's?
I,
Motion to approve, I have a second?
Second,
I have a
yep.
motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Show the motion passed. 3-0. You're good. All right, I am going down my list. The Roses. D Jefferson Inc. DL 6904165, doing business as a liquor cabinet. Who do I have here for the liquor cabinet?
David Jefferson.
All right, what happened in your incident?
It was the same.
Same.
Excise came in with a minor, well, had a minor come in. He served minor.
Okay. Do you retrain the employee or anything?
Yeah. Which I've made a change. I think I've had like 3 violations in 26 years, but after this one here, it's like, it's pretty simple. Ask them one for their ID. So I made it clear to all of them, hey, you get a fine, you're paying $1,000 on them, because I paid the last 3, but not anymore. It's pretty simple to say, hey, I need to see your ID. Rather than me paying for it, so.
Okay, and
Your business is just the over the counter purchase of alcohol. It's not a restaurant.
No, it's a liquor.
Okay.
It's minor purchase beer or
They came in, it was,
violations you've had in your store in the past. You had 3. Which is horrible.
once it, I remember it was, they just come in and they, if excise has someone to come in, they'll just come in and buy like a beer or something. You know, come in and load the counter up or nothing like that.
yeah, on the package
They
store,
just want to see if you're serving a minor, which I get it.
on the package stores, you do a little different. Restaurants will come in together and act like we're not together, you know what I'm saying? So, and we'll let the kid walk in and I'll just sit there and watch him do the transaction. If he's able to buy, he'll walk out and turn that over to the other excise officer waiting in the car. We've been doing these checks, I don't know, more than 20 years. We haven't had one in the last 6 years, right? I show the last one in this team, and then you gotta go back to 14 and then 12. I'm not sure all those were the same thing. Some of these are old, not entered all the way.
How often would you say that you turn away minors?
Say like on our busiest times, probably on Saturdays. You might get. Sometimes you may go the whole night and not turn anyone down, but then there's times where you might have 2 or 3. It just really fluctuates.
But it's common.
What's that?
It's common that, so you guys are checking on quite a bit.
Yeah. But it's obvious, not enough.
How many
Yeah, they
employees,
still keep coming in to ask, so someone must be successful. Like, hey, go in there and see if they'll serve you, or is it just,
Yeah. Say so.
because they're brave, I mean, you don't need it, they'll just go in and try anything, or they get.
Yeah.
And they're forgetting to have
They're like
it
principal, they're like-
with themselves anymore. They get somebody else going to get it.
Or, yeah, you get some come in, and, you know, you ask for their ID. Well, I don't have my driver's license with me. Well, it's doesn't do you any good. You gotta show ID, so.
how many employees do you have?
I've got 2 locations, so one at Milan, I've got 3, and Morse Hill I have 4.
Do you have,
Some
a-
of them go between stores, depends on what I need help.
do you have a written policy to tell them that what you expect of them, like as?
I don't have nothing written, no, I do not,
That could be something you could, protect,
but.
your
they do
interest
here
with.
in every one of them, probably at least once a week, make sure we're carding,
Yeah,
or when I'm leaving, I usually leave around 11 in the morning. That's usually my last words out the door.
it wouldn't be a bad idea to have something written, so you have a record that
Yeah,
you're
I-
telling them that,
I guess I could keep
Yeah.
it posted on the computer.
yeah. Do you have a prompt on your kiosk, says anything about asking for ID or anything?
Yes.
I know some people have that. Okay. I don't have any further questions as a board.
Nope.
Is there a motion concerning the renewal of D Jefferson Inc.?
So moved.
The motion, do I have a second?
Second.
A motion and a second, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye, opposed? Well, the motion passed. 3-0. All right, thank you.
Now, would they be sending an extension or something?
You have to apply for an extension.
Okay, because I sent everything in for my license.
Right. If you require an extension, when do you expire?
The 23rd of this month.
You probably need one. The next meeting is for the commission is not till the 19th. It will probably be active by then, but you won't have it in your hand.
Yeah,
I would call up and talk to Kurt and
I
ask him
did,
if you
that's
need
who I
one.
spoke with, was Kurt, but he just said, make for sure you're at the meeting.
Right, it
Someone's
should
having
be
to give him a
active.
call.
It should be active. So if he says that you don't need an extension, I'll just go. with
Okay,
it.
I'll give him a call.
Okay,
Okay.
all right,
Thanks.
thank you. I have two more violations on here and I don't see anyone here for them. RR 69-37674, Proper Pig LLC. I know who's here and I know they're not for one of them. Let the record reflect they had a violation they paid in July of last year, same situation. I will continue that till our next meeting, which is on, I think the 8th September. Yes, the 8th of September. I also have a violation for the Union Bar and Grill, RR 69-38252. It's in Napoleon. I have a violation they paid in, September of last year. Same situation. So I will continue the Proper Pig and the Union Bar and Grill to our next meeting on the 8th of September. Lastly, I have a new 210-1 permit for Backroads Bar and Grill LLC, RR 24-42620. For the new board, they have a current permit at this location. This is the old Tubas. You guys are familiar with that. You guys have operated that for how long? 2.5 years. So you're now just going to upgrade to a 210-1. 210-1 is a three-way off quota available in the city of Batesville. There's some state statutes that says what municipalities are available for this type of permit, and Batesville meets that. So what they're doing is they're going to add the 210-1, which is a three-way permit. The stipulation is that they get that permit, they do not have any carry. You guys understand that? Before I get going, for the record, what's your names?
Shannon Gordon.
Shannon Gordon and Jerry Gordon with a J. You guys had any issues at the location since you've been the owner?
As far as.
Just employees, yeah. Everything going all right? I know I came in not too long ago and we looked around and you guys did some indoor changes, kind of flipped where the bar was and all that.
I did not.
You guys get rid of the bowling alleys.
Is the bar.
Okay, oh,
As the bar top.
those things are thick.
Super heavy.
I worked for a company that did those when I got out of high school a long time ago, and we had to dismantle like a 22-lane bowling alley, and we had to tear all them out. They had to cut them in like 8-foot sections because they're so thick.
Yep.
I'm told that the new ones don't do that. They use some composite and all this. They don't have to do all that anymore.
These are old.
Oh, yeah, those were.
And the pin setters went to a museum.
So basically, all we're doing here is we have an existing permit, so there's nothing wrong with the location. We have existing owners, there's nothing wrong with the owners. All we're doing is to see if anyone's gonna come here and complain about the addition of the liquor license.
What's the name of the bar again?
Backroads.
Backroads. Oh, okay.
It's formerly Tubas.
That's what.
Yeah. I actually was a pin boy, because we used to go there when I was in school for phys ed, and we bowl once in a while, but we had to take turns being pin boys. And many bowls come up at me in pins.
Oh,
There is a lot of stories about that.
lots of stories. It's really cool. But yeah, somebody came and removed the pin setters last month and they're in a museum now. So that's kind of cool.
I went to Ball State, and in the student union, when I went there, they had a 10-lane bowling alley, and it was all done with pin boys. And I went up there to visit Pistow earlier this year, went through there, and I said, what happened to the bowling alley? They said, well, we couldn't get any college kids that wanted to do it anymore. And so they just deemed that it was better to take them out, so they got rid of the whole thing.
Yeah, I think it's kind of illegal to have 12-year-olds like you used to.
Yeah.
I have a couple of places that came in my district recently doing the duck pinballing. I never seen it live. They just explained it to me and it looked kind of interesting.
In Wisconsin, there were some old bars that like operated as retro bowling alleys, but
Yeah,
yeah, we didn't really wanna,
Well, are they still using pinboys over in Oldenburg, or is that automatically turned now?
last time I bowled down there, they were still using pin
Yeah,
setters.
because you sit on like a tractor seat, so.
Yep, yeah.
So you guys worked at that location and then you bought it from the previous owners, is that?
No, we were living in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and we came home for Christmas, went in there, got talking to the owner. He was selling it. Made a decision while we were there that we were gonna come back home and buy this bar, and that's what we did. 3 months later, we were there.
Are you both from here or?
I'm from here. Jerry's from Wisconsin, so if you come in, it's full of Packer stuff. Ours pretty much green and gold.
Yeah, he hides his
A
act.
lot of those, we can allow that. I haven't been in since you guys have changed it all, so.
Well, you'll have to explain.
So have you had any issues with the underage persons trying to purchase alcohol?
No,
Really, we're really an old man bar. I mean, it's still, we don't have a lot of young, we're really gearing up with this liquor.
we're gearing up towards the women. A lot of women that won't come in, that don't drink beer. So that's the main reason for the liquor.
We're okay with
Get
this
that female crowd.
feel that we have that's older people. We get a lot of senior citizens coming for lunches. We do a lot more food than alcohol. We don't really want to be the 3 a.m. bar. Don't really want to have those young kids there late at night. So, we kind of want to keep a lid on that. But we did have somebody come, excise did come in, but the girls caught them. Almost all of our employees are close to 40 and over, so they're pretty astute at looking for kids.
Well, it makes it easy to be responsible when you're
We had a young kid come in there one day. It was
McLovin.
his 21st birthday. And he is sitting at the table with a group of his buddies and older fellas. And Steve happened to be in there. And we were talking on the one side and going through some things, him and another guy. And they were walking out. And all of a sudden Steve come back in the door and made that kid give him his ID. And found out that it was his birthday, but he looked like he's about 16.
that is one of the tougher things to do is, especially around college towns, is some of those people that are old enough don't even like clubs. Like,
And I feel like they make fake IDs so real.
it's so much easier to get them, just order them online.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
So that place we go to, the Neon Cactus, up in, by Purdue. We went in there and they have like a scanner, that just everybody's license gets scanned.
Gotta be careful with those, cause it's just a freaking barcode or a magnetic strip and they can put information on them things as well.
Oh, really?
So yeah, you can be fooled by them. Yeah, unless you're running it through the state police database. That comes up, cause you can't really fake that. You either have a record or you don't, but it'll pop up and it'll physical description, age, all what the license number is. It's not all that hard to do. It's one of the easier things for them to do, really.
You know, Lonnie, it's interesting because, I went out to Kroger's and bought just a 6-pack. And they said, I need your ID, and they scanned it, and I said, why? And I understand that Kroger started that policy back maybe around the 1st of June. Does that sound right? That now all stores in Kroger's and Cincinnati and Batesville District, all that scans your ID. I'm not real happy about that.
Yeah.
Because the article I read pointed out how that can really be misused.
Yeah, I mean, if they're storing data too.
Yep, that's right.
Data's in there. They're a private company. They can do what they want. All right. I don't have any further questions. You guys have any? All right. Sure.
Good.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Show the motion passed. 3-0.
Thank you
Commission,
so much.
the commission does not meet until next Tuesday. So that will be the first that they hear the permit, but it should be active by Wednesday or Thursday.
Next week.
Yes, and I tell people that all the time. What you can do is you can get online and look up your alcohol license and see if it's activated. Or this is what I tell about everybody. You can call your wholesaler because they can't sell to you unless that's active. So you're allowed to operate while they're mailing it to you. I think it says 10 days, maybe 14. I'm not sure what the statute says. So as soon as it's active, you can start using it and they'll mail you the new permit.
Good. I got
Okay?
got a shopping cart full of glasses and supplies.
All right. And you'll continue to hold the existing permit as your underlying
Okay.
permit. But you'll only pay the renewal on the 210 dash. Okay?
Thank you
Congratulations.
so much.
Right, thank you.
We need to worry about ours at all. Ours, I think, is the 13th,
September?
this month.
Oh, yeah. You're gonna expire. You want me to look you up?
I mean, they've already paid and sent it in and they're just waiting for it to come back.
Well, let me see if somebody got you an extension, because, yeah, your
Yeah, I don't know.
permit
I
will
think
be,
it's the 13th. It might
your
be.
permit will be expired. It won't be dead. Because they don't meet until the 19th, so they're not gonna take any action on it. And they're like this meeting. We meet once a month. So if you don't make this meeting, you're
Yeah.
just out of luck until the next one. So the state does the same thing. They meet twice a month. Let me see what we got here. I should you expire on the 19th. So, yeah, you could have an issue there. I do not see an extension filed for. Last extension you guys filed for was in 2015. If you want one, I mean, you could have an issue on that day. I mean, it might be,
I didn't know since they already sent everything in, if we still, if they had to do something or not.
yeah, the meeting's the 19th, yeah. If you're gonna expire on the 18th, so the 19th you won't be able to sell, so you'll probably have a gap of at least a day with the permits expired. Now, they can call up your processor up in Andy Doug and he can get an extension.
Mhm.
It's like $150 for one day.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll find out and let them know.
All right,
Push it through, I guess.
yeah.
All right, thank you.
For future reference, they like to have those renewal paperwork in up to India 3 months in advance. 'Cause-
Yeah, they had it there for a while.
Okay,
And, I guess the last meeting you guys had, they actually, I've gotten one before, I guess. And
so
I was
you,
on vacation and when I got it, it was like 3 days later and I told someone at the office, hey, do we need to go to this? And they're like, oh, no, we sent all that in, you're good to go.
oh, you were on last month's agenda?
Yeah.
Let me look.
So then I called up here to find out what's going on. They're like, oh, no, you need to attend. I'm like, okay.
And you were on here. Yep, no show. And I don't think I set this, I mean, we didn't have any board members, so I had to do was show up. As long as no one was here complaining, I was.
Yeah.
Your core level one.
Yeah, it was a quorum of one, you know. Yeah, so you should probably have that.
Extension
Yeah,
or figure out what they're gonna do. either
Right. yeah. I mean, it'd be a gap of 1 or 2 days, 2 at the most.
How's that even? I'm sure you got legal teams. I mean, you guys put that stuff in, probably, you know, after violation happened, you pay the fine, you're, okay, we gotta put all this paperwork in. How do we have a gap of 1 day? Or a small gap at all, period, like, if the stuff's filed, it seems like,
Well, they were on the agenda for last month and no one appeared. By statute, if you have a violation, you're supposed to attend the meeting. So you have to show up to the local board meeting, even if we don't have a quorum.
Well, what
now,
would have happened if I was showed up and there was nobody here to vote on it?
I have, because I haven't had a quorum in this county for over a year. If no one's complaining, if there's no remonstrators, I'll send it up.
Just, okay.
Because I
I
didn't,
just didn't know what,
Because I
how
didn't-
that worked if
I didn't have a choice, really.
Yeah. Yeah, it was weird, the last one. I got it while I was on vacation and it was like dated 7 days and then the meeting. I'm like, I was on vacation. Then by the time I got back, there's this thing going on. I'm like, do I even need to go or I don't need to go? So I couldn't remember a violation. And then she looked it up and was like, yeah, you guys had this last year. And when was it, June? I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
For the first appearance, so first time you're on the schedule, you get the generic, thing from the ATC. Says you need to appear if you meet the certain criteria. Then if you don't appear for my meeting, like the actual meeting, they'll send you another one the next month, but I will also send you a letter saying, hey, that's probably the one you got.
I only got the one,
Right,
or the second one was only just the one thing, was just their generic
yeah.
little thing.
I send it to whatever address is on the renewal or application. So it
That'd be
could be going to
corporate office.
corporate office. That, I was explaining that to you guys, so I get that a lot. It doesn't always go to the store or the location that got the violation. Sometimes it goes to a corporate office and it gets lost. So that's probably what happened. Anyway, we got it taken care of, so we're pretty good to go.
All right, so yeah, I'll find out if we need to extend or not. Appreciate it.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Do I have you guys' email address? I know I've been talking to someone on the internet. You?
Yes.
Okay,
I sent me something, I just, we had to meet, no. Might have been you, I just said, oh yeah, it was you, this, yeah, I got people where I just like me,
yeah,
but then I didn't get a response back, so
I was on vacation.
that's fine.
for like
I don't need a
10
response for small things, but I
Okay,
was like, that's the first time I talked to them, and they're good.
I don't know if you have mine or not.
okay.
And I think there was a sponsor in the paperwork that we turned in that had for, asked for email on a couple of forms.
Okay.
Rather than give it to you verbally, Lonnie, let me just jot it down here quickly. You can copy it, okay?
Okay.
There are two more people that are supposed to be on this board.
One more. I have so many missing people, it's hard for me to keep track. Hey, I'm getting a pen. I'm gonna just put you in here and, oh, you got it?
Yeah, just jot it down.
All right.
You want to put it, you got to put it in your computer or what?
No, I can next time I send
Okay.
it in,
Somebody adjourn.
That's it right there.
hang on, what
Yeah,
adjourn meeting? Motion to adjourn meeting.
Yep.
You don't keep track of it.